Welcome back to Tech Talk Africa, the show that looks at who is shaping Africa's digital future and crucially for whose benefit. Today we have a fantastic spotlight on a woman who is doing just that, leading. With over a decade of impact across industries like fintech, consulting, and banking, she is a leader driving digital transformation and financial inclusion across the continent. Our guest is the beautiful Diana Gathoni, Digital Commercialization Senior Manager at ABSA. Her journey offers not only inspiration, but also actionable insights on building sustainable digital ecosystems for CIOs, digital leaders, and policymakers alike. Diana, welcome to Tech Talk Africa. We're thrilled to have you. I'm so excited, like super excited.
Thanks for having me, Stella. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so I want to start with your career journey. Where do you want to start? I have, listeners, apologies, but I have so many questions. Where did you start? Can you just walk us through from fintech, consulting, banking, and how each role has shaped your perspective on digital transformation?
Right. So I began my career at the now defunct Chase Bank in 2013, September of 2013.
Okay.
And I began as an intern. And how I got this internship was also very interesting because somebody called my mother and said to her, we are looking for graduates or people who have not yet graduated to join Chase Bank. And she called and she was like, tomorrow you're going for an interview. So I didn't have a suit. I had nothing.
Wow.
That afternoon, go and get a suit. Let's go to Chase Bank. And I go to Chase Bank on a Tuesday morning and I'm told that the job is a cards operation job. Get in there, we are printing cards, which I loved. I really was excited to do it.
Yeah.
In about a week, I had gotten bored and I needed to do something different. So I used to go to the office really early in the morning. By 7, I'd be at Riverside Muse.
Right.
And the office was not opened.
So you'd be there before everybody else?
Yes. And we would stand at the entrance with that gentleman that I will give his flowers. His name is John Fernandez. And John one day asked me, why do you come so early? And what do you do for the bank? I said, I'm an intern. I said, why didn't you come so early?
Yeah.
My mom drops me here, so I don't have a choice. And he asked me what I do and if I like it. I said, I think I'm getting bored.
Right.
He requested that I try a stint at money transfer operations department.
Okay.
Which I moved to, and it was a lot of Excel and reconciliation. So I was quickly bored because I am also not a math kind of girl.
All right.
At the same time, Chase Bank was running Chase Foundation. And so departments had been tasked to raise funds for the foundation.
Okay.
So I bake and I started baking cupcakes for the department. So as I was baking cupcakes, I would go around the bank selling my cupcakes. And one gentleman called Hassan Kimani, also will give him his flowers.
Okay.
He spotted me and said, I think you're a salesperson. At this point, I am 22?
Yeah.
So he says, I think you're a salesperson and you're ill-placed in operations. So please move to money transfer services. We are trying to digitize the salary processing system. And I think you would thrive in that department.
So you were spotted?
Yes, so I was spotted and I did move to money transfer services. And at the time, they were trying to digitize the salary processing system using a vendor and they were building this system from scratch.
Okay.
First time interacting with technology and I fell in love.
Oh, did you study tech?
No, I studied marketing in uni.
Oh, okay.
So I started BCom marketing.
Oh, okay. So you fell in love with tech?
Fell in love with tech.
Right.
And I just knew this is what I wanted to do. So I get into the testing and I was very curious about, how did you put this together? What were the requirements? How did you know these are the requirements? And they said, we were listening to the voice of the customer. And that's when I fell in love with product. So when we launched salary processing system, we had to go and test it out with the users.
And the users were the staff?
No, SMEs.
Or the SMEs
the
or
customers.
the users. Okay.
So we get into market and the market is very receptive of it. So we did that for how many years? Maybe 2. And then came receivership at Chase Bank.
Receivership is being
where-
bought over.
No. So
What
the
is receivership?
bank was held in receivership to mean that it was closed.
Oh, all right.
And then KCB got into the management of the bank
Okay.
and then eventually was bought by SPM.
Okay.
So came receivership, and that was a very moment.
Yeah, that must have been a tough one.
It was a
Yeah.
tough one.
Yeah.
And at the time I had just had my son, must have been 1.
Right.
So I was actively looking for a job.
Oh, so you've risen up the ranks.
Yes.
There's a baby,
There's a baby.
there's receivership, you're out
Yes.
of work.
Yes.
And babies don't care whether you're at work or not.
No.
You have to show up.
Yeah.
And you have to buy the toys, you have to buy the milk, you have to, okay.
Yeah. Diapers.
Diaper. Yeah. Yes. Do not
Yes.
remind me about diapers. Yeah.
So one day, while the bank was in receivership, we still used to go to the office because we were not fired. Still would go to the office. So one day I'm in the office and I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see an ad by NIC Bank at the time for digital business manager. And I apply for the role
Okay.
on Facebook.
On Facebook. Multiple channels.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I get called and I go for the first interview. Wonderful, very interactive. Then 2 days after, a friend of mine calls me
Yeah.
and she says, "Do you have me on your CV as a referee?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Why?" This gentleman called me and he said he interviewed you and he liked you.
Okay.
And because you're an ISECA, he was very intrigued.
Okay.
And because you also had me as your referee, he thought to just check.
Right.
And she says she gave good reviews.
Okay.
Next thing I knew, I was meeting the director of retail for NIC Bank and I had the job.
So now you can buy diapers.
Now I can buy diapers. And so I joined NIC in August 2017 under the leadership of a really intentional and professional gentleman called Patrick Gathu,
Okay.
who's now at HF Group.
Okay.
Very intentional leader, very purposeful. He really took on the role of managing. First, the department was new, so he took the role of managing the department and me as the first employee really seriously. So we then built a distributor financing solution that was 100% digital.
Okay.
How the solution worked was we would onboard an anchor distributor, so say for example EABL, and we would onboard the distributors.
Okay.
Then we would advance lending digitally to their buyers.
Okay.
The funds would be credited to the distributor and then stock would be given to the buyers. Revolutionary product.
And you're the face of it.
I was.
And you're the face of it.
I was the face of it.
Yes. You're the face of a revolutionary product.
Yes. I was the face of NIC SASA.
Yes.
Under Patrick's leadership. And so did that for a year and a half. And then the conversations of merger began.
Okay.
The merger between NIC and CBA. And in one of those performance conversations with my line manager, Patrick, he said to me, "I think you should move to CBA.
Okay.
I think our product is at a point where it can be managed by somebody else
Okay.
and you should move to CBA."
Wow.
So I asked him why.
Why? Yeah. Why?
He said they have the infrastructure that NIC doesn't have. You'll learn so much more about digital there than you could learn here. And he put a word in
Okay.
to the digital business director of CBA. And they put out an ad. I applied for the role, product manager, merchant business.
Right.
And then I just got the role.
So you just got it.
I just got the role.
You just got the role.
I applied.
With a brilliant CV, of course.
Yes.
And you got the role.
And
it wasn't just. You worked hard.
I
It's
did.
4 years.
I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the role and we started working on SME lending solution called Stawi.
Okay. Now this is at now NCBA.
Yeah, at CBA. Banks haven't merged yet.
Oh, they haven't merged at this point. Okay.
Yes, so they haven't merged yet. So we begin Stawi under the leadership of Kelvin Joka, another man that I will give his flowers. Very intentional with the leadership that he took on as we were building Stawi. So we got into market and we figured out what the market needed at the time. And this was a time in Kenya where everyone was complaining about cost of living. Everyone was complaining about cost of financing.
We're still not complaining about that.
We still are. It is still
there.
A pain point for the consumer.
Yeah.
But I think at the time, the government was more involved in terms of let us find a solution for the SME.
Okay.
So we got into market and, gathered a lot of data in terms of how we are going to lend to this customer. Initially, we had thought of a USSD solution, and then we pivoted to an Android-led product, which was successful, launched in 2019. And so incubated the product. And 2021, I left NCBA.
Okay. Is there a reason you left NCBA?
Yes.
Because all the others you have found a role, you've applied for a role. But now at this juncture, you're deliberately leaving. What made you leave?
Yes, so I left NCBA at the time because I felt like it did not resonate with the woman I was becoming.
Okay.
Because first of all, there are very few of us in the industry, very few product managers and...
Product managers or female product managers?
Female product managers. In tech. And I really felt like I needed a challenge, but also there were comments like, I really don't like to work with ladies in tech.
Oh.
And so I was feeling like maybe let me go to a space where...
That must have been a man who made that comment.
It was a man. It was a man.
We shan't name him, but...
we shan't.
I don't like working with women. Wow.
Yeah. And he said it in Swahili, which sounds worse. Huh?
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to leave, and I felt like I needed the growth.
Yeah.
So I left, and I had a very short stint at Tala, the mobile lending platform.
That's when we started chatting.
That's when we started chatting, yes.
Yes.
So Tala came at a time in my life where that a lot of things were happening from a personal perspective.
Okay.
But also maybe I wasn't ready for the responsibility at Tala. When I look
because
back,
you've moved from corporate into a startup.
Into a startup.
Corporate has systems, has structure, it's well defined, whereas a startup, it's not.
Yeah.
And there's an expectation for you to figure it out.
Yes.
And if you're not figuring it out, you're out.
Exactly.
I think that's what we bonded over.
Exactly. And I was serving 3 markets with 3 different time zones. So I was serving India, Philippines, and Kenya.
Whoa.
I was up 18, 19 hours a day.
Whoa.
And I did not have a very supportive line manager. Unfortunately, it was a lady.
And this lady does not care. She doesn't care. How old is your son at this point?
4.
You have a 4-year-old. You're in a startup. You've been pushed out. Let's just start there. You've been pushed out of another environment into a new environment where there's no guardrails for your sanity and your safety and your peace.
Yes.
Just deliver.
Yes. And at the time, my son fell ill. For maybe a month, we were in hospital.
Oh, well.
And that was during probation.
Uh-huh.
So it was difficult.
Yeah.
It was difficult to manage. Let's just say Tala couldn't work.
No.
It couldn't work because, one, I did not feel supported as a lady in tech, but besides that, as a mother, and one who's navigating a very difficult time with a sick child.
Yeah.
So that we had to separate.
Yeah. Was it an amicable separation?
It was.
Okay.
It was.
Okay, good.
And I'm glad for that experience, I must admit. It made me understand startup.
Yeah.
It made me understand why startups run the way they do.
Yes.
And how agile they are and why they are as agile as they are.
Yeah.
So all these experiences culminate and we'll get there.
Yes.
So leave Tala and I'm like, what am I going to do with myself?
That whole, oh my God, now you start feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life?
What am I going to do with my life?
Start lying to yourself that you're a disappointment. All that crazy
all
stuff.
that craziness. But before I'd left NCBA, I had a chat with a gentleman who had just joined NCBA.
Okay.
His name is Jimmy. I will give Jimmy his flowers. Jimmy and I had connected on LinkedIn.
Okay.
And that December, because I left Stella in December, I was just scrolling through LinkedIn and I'm wondering, what am I going to do with myself in January? And I have school fees to pay.
And you have school fees, yeah.
So I'm just scrolling through LinkedIn and I see Jimmy has reposted somebody else's post. Post says, I'm looking for an agile transformation coach on a part-time basis.
Right.
And this was at ICA Lion.
Okay.
And what do? I DM the guy who's posted it.
Kujituma.
Quickly.
Show up.
Guy, hi, my name is Diana. Here's my CV. Here are my certifications.
Yes.
I'd be happy to take on this role.
Yeah.
Guy tells me, send me your proposal and let's see.
Okay.
I send him my proposal. I didn't know how to put together a consulting proposal.
This was 2022 at this point.
Yes, 2022 January.
January, yeah.
I have no idea how to put together a consulting proposal, but I look it up and I figure it out and I send it to the guy.
And this was before ChatGPT.
Yes.
You figure it out. We've gone from Facebook to LinkedIn.
Yeah. So now we are back to Google.
to Google.
And Google helped me put together a consulting
proposal, yeah.
So we put it together, meet this guy for lunch. He's like, this is brilliant. I'll give you a 6-month opportunity.
Oh, great.
Let's do it. And that's when I got into insurance at ICA Lion, thanks to Paul Kyoe.
Okay. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. Paul introduced me to another lady at ICA, Mercy Bugwa. So Mercy and I worked very closely together and I helped her figure out her agile transformation journey as the head of project management at ICA. And by the time I was leaving, at 6 months, we felt like, oh, this was such a short time. We should have continued.
Yeah.
But by the time they were leaving, they had delivered a few projects agile.
Yeah.
Which was such a win.
Yeah, it is a big win.
It is a big win. Yeah. So I'm really, really excited because of that opportunity. At the same time, while I was at ICA, somebody else sent me an application, a job application on WhatsApp this time around.
Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp.
Yes.
Multiple channels of getting jobs.
Exactly. This guy tells me KPMG is looking for a digital transformation manager. And I think he would be well suited for the role. So I apply for the role. First interview. It was a very intense interview, as you can imagine KPMG is.
Yeah.
And then I don't think I really did well. I wasn't too sure about it.
Oh, you fell into that trap we all fall into as women. I don't think so. I could have.
Surprise. I get a second call.
Congratulations.
Yes, you're meeting the partner. I say, wow.
Oh.
Great. So I meet the partner and I begin working at KPMG in July of 2022.
Wow.
As digital transformation manager. And this time I'm handling product and customer experience.
Okay.
Consulting.
Okay.
So I've never consulted before. So this role stretched me to the highest of my growth.
Right.
But I am so grateful I joined KPMG.
Yeah.
I joined KPMG in July. And in August, we were putting in a proposal for $1 million job.
Wow.
I did not think those things were possible.
Yeah. You read about them.
You read? Yeah.
But it's you. It's you in what you read about. Now you're the one leading what you read about, if that makes sense. Yeah.
And I have to give flowers to my then people manager, Martin Kimani.
Martin, my caveat here, let me expose myself. That's my coach. That is my career coach. Guys, go get yourself a Martin, please. It's worth it.
He is a fantastic people manager.
He is.
So Martin pushes me and says, we are putting together this proposal. I need you to sit in it.
Yeah.
Cost is $1 million.
And at this point, it's not a request.
No.
Knowing Martin, it's not a request.
No.
Not in Swahili, not tafadhali.
No.
It's no.
You're
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's my people manager. I'm gonna do it.
You have to do it. Yeah.
So we did it and we won the job.
Congratulations.
And I moved to Rwanda for 6 to 9 months of 2023.
You were in Rwanda?
Yes, I was in Rwanda.
Wow.
And
now you're in a different market.
I am in a whole different market and I'm working with a regulator.
Okay.
And it was different because I've never worked with anyone but a financial services company.
Yes, because it's been banking throughout.
Yes, and insurance.
And insurance, banking and insurance, yeah.
But now I have to work with the person who's regulating bankers and insurance.
Oh, that's now a total pivot.
100%. And now I have to get outside my box to understand what goes into policy creation.
Okay.
And what does that then mean in terms of digital transformation?
Okay.
And how do we deliver a successful digital strategy for this institution?
Yeah.
And that was a wonderful experience, Stella. I cannot emphasize it enough.
Different environment. So did you move with your son?
No. So I used to do a month in Rwanda, do a week in Kenya, another week.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been heartbreaking.
That stretched me.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the support that I have.
Okay, good.
I have wonderful friends and family that had my back, always checking on my child.
Okay,
and his father is very present in his life as well. So it was great.
Okay.
Rwanda delivered a successful strategy. I was leading. Thank you very much. I was leading the innovation and customer experience workstream. We got certifications for, job well done.
Wow.
And pack your bags and come back to Ghana.
You're done. You've delivered. Your job is done.
Yeah.
Did they not want to keep you?
We did have conversations on implementing the solutions that we had suggested. Yes. Unfortunately, because it's a government institution, we have to wait for the budgeting cycle, which took quite a bit of time.
Right.
I believe KPMG is still having conversations about that.
How to implement what you came up with.
Yes. So, yes, we did get reference to, please come back. And conversations are still happening. So I come back 2023, September. Then we put in another $1 million consultancy job.
We or you?
It was a team. I have to give it. It was team effort.
It was team effort.
It was team effort.
Okay.
And this time it's in Ethiopia. Yes. And so we begin training a bank in Ethiopia. And I'm in Ethiopia for 9 months.
Okay.
In and out.
Okay.
So that was another very exciting experience. Also still handling product and customer experience. So worked on that for those 9 months. It really changed my perception towards banking and the evolution of banking and how, as Kenyans, we really take for granted the journey that we've gotten to in terms of innovation and transformation.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that.
Because other markets are really at the beginning of their journey.
Okay.
And some things that we take for granted, like basic customer experience.
Yes.
Like basic KYC. Opening your account, you need an ID, your KRA PIN, and a picture. And you have your account. Some markets are very far off from there. Because even a central database of people in their country, the nationals, is still far off.
When you say far off from what? We have BRS. IPRS.
Yes.
What do I think of BRS? IPRS. Do they not have an IPRS?
They don't have an IPRS. They don't even have national IDs.
So how are you going to do KYC on a citizen who doesn't have an ID?
He's got to walk into the bank.
He's got to walk into the bank.
Yes.
And go through a whole... And how long does it take for a national in another market to have a bank account?
So Ethiopia, it would take about 48 hours, 2 to 3 days.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But I'm sensing a but.
There is a huge but because today it's instant in Kenya.
Yes, actually, you're right.
It is. I opened my account on my phone and...
Who's helping people open their accounts on phones?
Nobody.
I mean, sorry, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Which bank is behind people opening I'm still in the, I need to go into the bank to. Oh yes, why am I? Yes, loop. Yeah, to be a looper, you just need your handset.
Yes,
your ID.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a lot more innovations coming around that space.
Right.
So in the next year, no one will have to walk into a branch to open an account.
Yeah.
But so when I was looking at markets like Ethiopia, they're still at a distance in terms of their innovation. And so it really taught me patience and taught me resilience also to be in that market and appreciate how far they've come. So trained there for 9 months and then came back home. While I was home, I realized that I've missed out on my son's life for 2 years.
Yeah. That's a 18 months and a bit of change, isn't it?
Yeah. And so I started asking myself difficult questions. As a mom, do I want to keep, I loved working at KPMG.
Yeah.
Do I want to keep doing this? 9 months I'm away. He's been taken care of by everyone but me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I decided to move and hence ABSA. So that is my career journey so far.
Wow, it's so beautiful. Sometimes when I listen to other content and there's always backlash on somebody saying, why do you have to remind her that she's a mom? But from what you're saying, actually, no, it is because of being a mom that you've pushed yourself.
Yeah.
And you've survived and you've had to show up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
The sacrifices that we make for our children, they don't go unrecognized. So I had to do what I had to do.
Yes.
And I'm glad that ABSA came.
Yes.
And I am happy that we are doing this with ABSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, how long have you been at ABSA?
It's 3 months now.
Okay, 3 months.
I just joined in July.
Yeah.
It's been 3 months now, but it's been a very exciting ride.
Okay.
I am loving commercializing digital assets through strategic partnerships. And this is how it all comes together because with my experience in startup, I'm able to understand how startups run.
Yes.
And startups are my ideal customers today in my job.
Because they're agile, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also because they're looking to scale and they want to partner with banks who have, number one, higher liquidity.
Yeah.
2, they have the systems to help them structure. It all comes 360.
So everything has come around full circle for you.
Exactly. Having worked for KPMG and worked with a regulator as a customer, it helps me understand the mind of the regulator when they're concerned about innovations that are becoming a bit too aggressive. What are they concerned about? How do we then structure responses to them? It all comes back full circle.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm loving this. Let's talk about regulation, right?
Yeah.
What advice would you give to CIOs and tech leaders navigating digital transformation in highly regulated industries? Because regulation, we're constantly being regulated, right?
Yeah.
New market, what's the regulation like? Yeah, you have multiple market experience. What's your advice there?
My advice would be walk with your regulator. Walk your innovation journey with your regulator.
Okay.
I will give that in an illustration.
Okay,
so assume we are having an insurtech that is coming to disrupt the market.
Yes.
It's adopting IoT and AI to underwrite the customer.
Yes.
And the IRA team has no idea what all this technology means and how it could potentially impact the customer. I think it is most important for the CIOs that are running with these innovations to walk that journey with the regulator. So that by the time we are coming for an approval, the regulator is well appraised on what the technology is about, how it's coming to change the game. They also have their KPIs in terms of how they want to see the industry shift. So we need to walk that journey with them and make it understood to them that this is how we stand to benefit as a people, as an industry, and ultimately the consumer.
And is that something you've done yourself? You said walk with the regulator.
We're trying. We are trying. It's work in progress.
It's work in progress.
It definitely is work in progress.
But you're in a team and they'll say, she knows the regulator mind, so she'll understand.
Yeah. And it is work in progress.
Okay. Then how do you balance the pressure to innovate quickly with the need for sustainable long-term impact?
Wow. That at the risk of sounding like a broken record and using the buzzwords that everyone uses of let's be agile, let's
learn to pivot.
Let's learn to pivot. What I think I have not seen work is in our agility, we, as a people or product managers, do not have the confidence to say this is not working anymore.
Okay, please elaborate.
It could be a very good product for the time that we innovated for it. But there's been technology or any cultural nuances that have come in and shifted the need for the product.
Oh.
And so we try to panel beat our product or our solution. And we end up in a space where the product is no longer relevant. So my advice would be, let us innovate with different scenarios in mind. The user of today could be a different user tomorrow.
Not even more in the afternoon.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's such a shift happening.
Yeah. And so for it to be sustainable, the agility of even product requirement has got to be there. The agility of the use cases has got to be there. And we've got to be confident enough to say, okay, I think we've maxed this out. Let's begin somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say they don't have the confidence, do you believe it's because they're reporting to people like that individual you worked with who does not like working with women? Or is it because there's a lack of an enabling environment? Or is it there's not enough coaches? You coached a team at ICL. What do you think could be the problem?
I think it's a blend of everything.
Okay.
We're not confident enough to say, we put in $5 million in this product. It brought in 8 while the business case was at 15.
Oh.
And maybe we need to rethink our model. It's that. It could also be a lack of a coach, because I think a good career coach will let you know that a good leader knows when to exit the stage.
Yeah.
So it is also, I think, also culture. People are adverse to failure. So it's a blend of everything. Yeah, I think it's a blend.
So using that viewpoint, what's the one lesson you've learned about designing solutions that truly stick with the users, but then there's a commercial side that makes sense?
I like that question.
Yeah.
I like it because we have got to be building products for people who need the product.
Okay. So it's no longer, it looks cute, let's do it.
No. We've got to stop building cute products for people who don't care for them.
These are financial products.
It could be financially sane.
Okay.
But then there could be nobody to use it.
Yeah.
And then you don't make your money. And then we still have to have tough conversations of, you spent X amount of money as investment to build this product. Where's the money?
Yes.
We don't have users. And users are who are going to give us the money. So we need to get out there in the market and find out what is the user pain point.
Right.
And whatever line of work you think of innovating for, you've got to innovate for somebody who's willing to pay you.
Okay.
Ultimately, the person who makes or breaks a product is not the tech, is not the product manager or the project manager. It is the user.
It is the user.
So if the user doesn't find sense in it,
then you're screwed, essentially.
Yeah.
Now, building up on that, how critical are SMEs and retail customers to Africa's digital finance story? Because there are users, but where we are now, how critical are they?
I think they're the backbone to which we innovate and build digital financial solutions for. Why I say that is because your regular SME gets into business out of necessity.
Yeah.
You know, your mom and pop shop every day wakes up to open that shop because they need to eat every day.
Yeah.
And in that shop, they receive payments in all kinds of ways. You know, cash, M-Pesa, whatever it is, Airtel money, whatever it is. But this guy also has their personal ambitions.
Yes.
So if they're sole proprietor and if they have a family, we need to understand the persona of who we are creating this digital financial solutions for. So whether it's the SME who's a sole proprietor or, you know, husband and wife, or their two brothers, whatever they're doing, we need to understand what their pain points are. We need to understand how their financial behavior is set up so that we can properly innovate for them. I've seen in other markets where they don't get products out in the market before they've tested with the most critical of the users, here being retail SME.
Okay.
So I think they are the backbone of digital financial solutions.
Okay.
And we have to innovate with them in mind, and we have to innovate while walking the journey with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And what do you make of startups? You know, I don't know how long this has been going on for, but Kenya is where we need to be. Kenya is the place to be.
All
Kenya
visas are here.
Place. Yes.
Silicon Savannah.
Exactly. But you show up and genuinely there's this, my viewpoint is that they're trying to ram down their ideology of the African consumer without understanding the African consumer. Am I right to say that?
100%. You're very right to say that.
Yeah.
And I also think, just to your point, is startups are now coming up with solutions for imaginary consumers to get financing. Yeah.
That's a bit cheeky.
It is very cheeky. So you will find a lot of startups, and in all these incubation hubs, you know, I have this technology that does da. Okay, great. Who is using this technology? We'll figure that out. You cannot figure out who is going to utilize your technology before you've thought about how your commercials are going to run.
Wow.
So my advice, let's start with the user in mind.
Yeah.
And the user cannot be an ambiguous user. You've got to know what is paining them most for them to want to utilize your technology or your solution. So
Startups, can you stop finding imaginary users to line up your pockets? You heard it right here first. Think of the user. Now, let's look at things broader. What trends do you see shaping the future of digital financial inclusion on the continent, across the continent?
I think AI for sure. I think of a use case of insurance underwriting, as I just said, with utilizing AI and IoT to figure out who our insured customer is. We are seeing insurtechs coming up with this technology, but I don't think we have quite finessed that.
Okay.
So definitely IoT and AI.
Yeah.
For claims, I would love to see AI coming into play to help in a claims process for an insurance company.
And will it be successful?
I think so. And it depends on the team of innovators. I think it will be successful. And why I say that is, if we think of the claims process today, maybe let's not digitize the process. Maybe let's figure out what is ailing us in the process and how can we make it easier for our user. And what technology can we apply?
Yes, in that process. It's not the whole process. It's putting interventions in the areas that need intervention.
Correct. Correct. So for sure, AI and big data, because we can only figure out the pain of our customer if we are utilizing our data.
Yeah.
And it could be data from any source. I mean, we're able to tell customer behavior from literally anything.
Yeah.
So, AI, IoT, big data, and mobile first solutions. In Africa,
with their adopters.
Yes, and we are mobile first.
Yeah.
So it could be USSD, feature phone, or could be app-based. But yeah, for sure.
There's multiple channels.
Yeah.
And what would you like to see more of from banks, fintechs, policymakers, the regulators, CIOs to ensure digital transformation benefits more people? I know you said walk with the user and have the user in mind and the collaboration, but is there anything you'd like to see more of? Or maybe, actually, let's turn this around.
Yeah.
See less of.
I would say competition We are not
less competition or more competition?
less competition. We are not all in competition. We are here to complement each other. So I think banks have been scared of working with fintechs for a very long time, and fintechs have been scared to work with banks for a very long time. So it's always, we are very distrusting of each other.
Oh yes, okay, I understand.
know?
Yes. And then one will say that's just a mammoth bank. They don't understand how fintechs work. We're agile. We have the latest tech. And the bank will say we're mature. We have the regulator. We understand what we're doing. So you're just young. You don't know what you're doing. Yes, I've had this conversation.
You've had these conversations,
Yeah.
and I think we're not here. We're not in competition. I think we are here to complement each other. The tech that we are seeing in fintech is just revolutionary. If we work together, all of us, regulators, banks, startups, all work together. The goal here is convenience, accessibility, affordability for the consumer. So if we all work together, just imagine how beautiful that world could be.
There's a word that a really nice head of program at my alma mater, I think he calls it co-opetition, where you're cooperating, but you're still competing.
I like it.
Yeah, he called it co-opetition. I'll call it collapetition. You collaborate, but you still compete. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to see a lot more of that, because the fintechs, the startups are the ones who are holding all this data on customers. They have a lot more agility or a lot more flexibility towards how they are getting the data from a customer. That is data that is very crucial for the regulator, data that's also very crucial for the bank, for example, or the insurance company. So how do we work together to all make it easier for our citizenry?
That's a good way to look at it. And do you think we're headed there?
For sure.
Okay.
I think
There's
so.
the appetite?
The market does have the appetite for it. There is also the vision for it in Kenya or East Africa. So yeah, I think so. I think we're heading in the right direction.
Oh, fantastic. And I think you're going to lead it, which brings me on to my next couple of questions. What leadership lessons have you learned about driving change in complex environments?
Number one leadership lesson that I learned very early on in my career is that you cannot move if you're trying to trample on
everybody else. Say it again.
You cannot move.
Say it again.
when you're trying to trample on everybody else.
Yeah.
You cannot lead nobody. You have to lead a flock of people.
You have to lead yourself.
Lead yourself, and
First
then you lead
yourself.
the people.
Yeah.
And the people have to trust your leadership.
Yeah.
And the only way people will trust your leadership is if you show up correctly for yourself and for the team.
Yeah.
So that was lesson number one, really early on in my career. Lesson number two is you've got to have respect for everybody.
Regardless of who it is.
Regardless of who it is. Regardless of where they come from, how they look, how they speak. It doesn't matter.
No.
You've got to have it. Everybody has something to say.
Yeah.
And it is valid.
Yeah.
And you've got to respect that.
Yeah.
The other one is you've got to influence people and influence them correctly.
Influence and influence correctly. Okay.
What do I mean by that?
Yeah,
you cannot influence people if you do not understand people.
Oh.
You've got to make friends with people to understand how to lead them and understand how to influence change.
Yeah.
So you've got to do it from a human lens. You have got to know, who is Stella?
Yeah.
What's
she about?
What is she about?
Yeah.
What is Stella's life about? When Stella says she cannot come to work on Tuesday, it's because she's got to do ABCD for her boys. So what is that about?
Yeah.
You cannot be a leader who operates like a robot.
No.
So for you to influence people, you've got to understand people.
That sounds like a Martin saying. That sounds like something both you and Martin would say.
It is true. It is a very true concept.
Very true.
It's a very true concept. Because otherwise you end up driving a very unmotivated team, the toxic culture. You will you will not lead effectively.
I agree with that. And now on to our favorite topic, women.
Yes.
There's so much out there about what advice should you share with young professionals, especially women. But from you, what's unique from you, especially in finance technology, that we've probably not heard about?
Yeah. I want to give flowers to a lady that I found at KPMG before she retired, Nancy Mosa.
Okay.
Nancy Mosa once told me, we are very few in this space of ours. You need to walk into that space confident. Confident in what you're going to say, confident in how you dress, confident in how you look, and how you deliver what you're going to deliver. So as women, we don't get second chances.
No, we don't.
For these things, right?
You're the first person to be kicked out.
Yes.
You always... You
don't get a second chance to do it right. Because if you get on stage in your nice, beautiful heels and fall, can you imagine that's going to be the conversation the whole time?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Right? Even if you deliver a beautiful solution or a beautiful speech, everyone's going to remember she fell on stage in her high heels. Can you imagine?
You'll be a meme.
Yes.
You'll be a meme.
You could be delivering the best solution to the country, but you had a booger and that's all people will remember.
You could be adding on to that, delivering the creme de la creme of everything.
Yes.
But you did not do your hair that day.
That's it.
We don't get second chances.
We don't get second chances. So as a woman, I will say what Nancy told me. You only get to do it once.
So
do it
right
well.
And do it well.
Yes. Do it very well.
Yeah.
So nobody has a chance to say,
Ole. Did you see? Did you?
Yes. Number 2, and I say this for the women who are starting out in their careers, find a person who will speak for you in rooms when you're not there.
Agreed.
But you cannot find that person when you're not putting your all on the table.
Agreed.
So find that person, but also give you everything for that person to have something to say.
Yeah.
In
person
that room.
or people.
Or people in that room when you're not there. Last but not least, the choice of partner could make or break your career.
Partner like life partner?
Life partner.
Okay.
Is a make or break for your career.
Yeah.
If you choose a partner who does not cheer you on, you are not going to succeed.
I 100%. I'm with you there. Yeah.
So choose a partner that wants to see you grow, wants to see you succeed, because that is the greatest career choice you will make.
I agree.
In your life.
I agree. And shout out to the good partners.
Yes.
My partner cheers me on. So yes.
Also, lead authentically. You've got to lead with authenticity. Be yourself. As you do as you walk into those rooms, as you rally teams to come up with solutions, be yourself.
It's interesting you say that. I watched a very famous podcaster's YouTube. It's not a podcaster, it's a YouTube channel. And the guest that he was interviewing was saying you can't be authentic in the workplace. Whereas us in the global south, the guest is from the global north.
Yeah.
And us in the global south, it's like, no, that's what we celebrate. Authenticity.
Yes.
It's so I would like to have guests from different parts of the world and say, okay, we say authenticity, we celebrate it. Yeah. Why do you not like it? But for us, it's authenticity, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think it really works. It has worked for me for sure. Just to be myself. I'm very animated and,
You're you.
Yeah, I'm myself. I like to give stories. So, and product managers give stories.
Yes.
So it has worked in my favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, to just be myself.
Be yourself. Show up.
Even if it means baking cupcakes.
Yes.
That's how people will get to see you.
Actually, yes. Throughout your journey, you've been noticed.
Yes.
Yeah, because you showed up authentically.
Exactly.
You were first at work before everybody else. You sold cupcakes. You went to Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You said, hey, I'm interested. You Googled to find out how to draft a proposal, got the job. You were picked to lead $1 million contract job consulting twice, not once, twice. My God, ABSA, do you guys know who you have? I'm sure you do. I'm sure that's why you're there. Wow. Oh my God. And as we wrap up, oh gosh, I've asked you leadership. I've asked you about regulation. What's the one thing about you that you've not said that and nobody knows that you want now? The whole world will know. Something.
I am who I am because I have had strong men in my life push me.
Yeah.
They've seen things about me that I had not seen. And I guess that's the Johari window that we never quite see as women.
Yes.
And so I have to give it up to those men in my life who have done that for me.
Yeah.
My father, when I began school, I had very good male teachers and female teachers as well.
Yeah.
But there's been a strong male influence in my life.
Yeah.
And because I am raising a son,
Yeah,
I am now more intentional.
2 sons,
Yes.
Yeah.
To be very intentional in how I parent him and, how I influence and shape his life. So I need to I've given flowers to the men in my, with that, I have also had wonderful female leaders in my life.
Yeah.
And that starts with my mother, my sister, my cousins, influences that stick with you for life.
Yeah.
And I'm really forever grateful for those kinds. You.
We met on WhatsApp. In 2020. What year was that? 22.
22.
Yeah.
Through another wonderful woman, Jambi Mahinda.
Exactly.
So.
Oh, Jambi, yes.
Yes. Because of that, I look at humanity from a place of abundance, from a place of the world has infinite resources.
Yes, it does.
And it'll always send you the right people at the right time.
If you have the right attitude.
So that is the one thing I'd like the world to know, is that the world has infinite resources.
Yeah.
And it will always give you those resources at the right time.
And you have to show up. Jitume.
Always.
Jitume.
Always.
In Swahili, we say ni kujituma na kujiamini. Show up and believe in yourself.
Always.
Wow. Thank you. Well, folks, you've heard it from the great, the beautiful, the visionary leader, Diana Gathoni. And I hope to have more conversations like this. This is Tech Talk Africa. I'm your host, Stella Gishuhi. Until next time.